ages of rock and roll.
Well, hello and welcome to the Daily Atheist Morning Show. I'm your host, the amazing Super Chris Mallard. Thank you for joining me today. My co-host, the wonderful and lovely Ryan, has shown up this morning. That is awesome. We're going to have some fun today. We're going to talk about stuff, and hopefully we'll get some Christians to call in. It'd be nice if we could get a Christian to call in and talk to us about the things, the Virgin Mary, and I would like to get them to call us and ask questions. So I've kind of put the Ask an Atheist kind of thing up there. So good morning, everyone. We're gonna take a short break, and whenever we come back, we're gonna do the thing at the place with the stuff for the people. We'll be back. Do you have an atheist friend or family member who's a good person and you don't want to see them end up in hell? But now they're on their deathbed. Time is running out. They've been there for you, and now you want to be there for them. But how can you save them from your all-loving, forgiving God and its eternal lake of fire? Well, fear not, my wayward child. Introducing Father Flanagan's line of atheist deathbed conversion Bibles. No more worries of loved ones meeting their resolution without absolution. Now you too can force your faith on the weak and helpless in their final moments. Father Flanagan's line of atheist deathbed conversion Bibles are designed specifically for the weak and infirmed. Extra large type for failing eyes, seeing their last. Deluxe editions come complete with a post-mortem Mother Teresa would have approved baptismal kit. Also available in heathen and heretic versions. Father Flanagan's line of atheist deathbed conversion Bibles. Coming to a Walmart.
Is that coffee?
Well, hello and welcome. All right, we are back. I have got Ryan here. Let me bring her up here on the screen. Boop. There she is. Trouble extraordinaire. Doing her thing. Girl, you know how girls are. Blaspheming and causing trouble. Of course, running late. Because that's what girls do. Good morning. You're not running late. You're here perfect on time. Good morning. I hope you're having a great day. How is your Wednesday so far? It's early yet.
Oh, it's early. It's early yet. So maybe we shouldn't call it. Let's wait.
Good. Yeah.
I'm so tired, Chris. I haven't been sleeping. It's really annoying. But other than that, I'm fine.
Me either. I haven't been sleeping either. I haven't really taken my tasty and delicious naps. Yesterday, I just laid there for an hour and didn't sleep. And then last night, I stayed up extra late for me to 9 o'clock. And I didn't get past 12:30. I've been up since about 12:30 this morning.
Oh, sheesh.
So hopefully I'll nap well. With any luck. God willing.
I hope so. You've already had half a day under your belt.
I have. You
know what I mean? Jeez.
Let me say hello to everyone this morning. Starting with Rainbow Ash. Good morning. Our super moderator, Rainbow Ash. I'm sorry for being a jerk yesterday. Of course, we know we got it all worked out. Adrian is here. Adrian Belgrave. He missed all the good stuff yesterday, I think. Secularism. Good morning. We will not be talking about the harming of any animals today. Because,
yeah, that's
interesting.
That's rough. That's
funny,
rough. I can't. I struggle with listening to that kind of stuff.
Isn't it weird how that sort of thing comes up when you talk about the habits of conservatives? I don't know. I'm moving on. Right-handed.
Oh, Christy Nome. Sorry, what?
Yeah, looking at you, Christy Nome. Christy Nome, if you're watching. Right-handed Sith, we aren't all troublemakers. Some of us are just trouble. That's true. You're not making it. You just are. John Hudson is here. I thought you might have changed the locks on the door. No, we still let you in.
Tried.
Deep State Annex is here. I asked the Jeebus for forgiveness for my sins, but when I wanted him, all he did was scream at me and hate me for wanting to live in a Western democracy and refusing to vote for a puppet of the Kremlin. I know. Jeebus is a bitch that way.
Yeah. Get over yourself, Jesus.
That's right. Don't be all showing off. All right, so let me see if I miss sapient cephalopod. Which is more likely, the whole natural order is suspended or that Jewish minks should tell a lie? Christopher Hitchens, yes. Interesting. And Miss Non Sequitur has rolled in as well. Good morning, Aaron. All right, I hope everybody is doing wonderful today. Let me pull up my stuff here. There we go. And see. Good morning, Doctor. Oh, look at that. Dr. Ben is in the house. Good morning, Dr. Ben. Thank you for joining us today. Hope you're having a great week so far. We're going to talk about, things. It'd be nice if we can get, a call in or two. But we're going to talk about, this is the topic that we've talked about before, but kind of a different angle. but really it's kind of it's a complicated thing. And if there aren't any real, so if there are no real solid writings from the day that Jesus was around, allegedly, then how could we be certain that his mom was around or ever lived at all? They could all be fictional characters completely. If one is, there's no other proof for any of the others than there is for those.
No, none.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of where mythicism kind of kicks in the door with, godless engineer kind of thing.
Yes. I enjoy his content a lot.
Yeah. He's a lot of fun.
Yeah, he's fun too. He comes with like scholarly and academic type stuff, but he also like plays around with things as well. Like he's not too afraid to, I don't know, to dig his teeth in to some topics that some people just don't want to, and make them interesting. I shouldn't say fun, but interesting.
I want to say, Dr. Ben can't stay long. Going to classes today. Good luck with your business classes. Good luck with your new career. Good luck.
That's awesome.
We actually kind of want you to get stupid rich, and then you can come like take us all to some hippie paradise island kind of situation. That's what I was
Clock's ticking here.
Yes. Get after that, Dr. Ben. Zing Fuku Shang is here. Good morning. Hi, folks, says Zing Fuku Shang. Let's see. Amy Nicole Cervantes. Axel Ignite. See, I think Mary was great. Yeah, I think so. God never asked consent. Well, that's the whole thing. Even if God had asked consent, would she have? I mean, you don't say no to a God.
Exactly. Yeah. How do you say no to a God, to a president, to your owner, to your, the one you're subjugated to?
We have got.
Can you?
Thousands, tens and thousands, hundreds of thousands of victims of the church who, by that same notion, I mean, couldn't protect their own. Where'd I go? There'd it go.
No.
I'm sorry. I got distracted.
You know what? I also have today, if and when you want, a while ago, like a long time ago when I started deconstructing, I started like, as I was looking through like some of the, what they call the, fathers of the church or doctrine, whatever, doctors of the doctrine sometimes, I started writing down like some of their women quotes, like famous women quotes. So I have like the church father, the date, and what they said. So I have some nasty quotes about women from these fathers of the church who created the doctrine. Oh, the doctrine that we follow today. It's so important.
They weren't horrific misogynists, were they?
No, not at all.
Gotcha. Sapient Cephalopod says some local Cretan probably raped her, and Joseph did what he could to protect her. Well, we've talked about that on the show, and that's kind of where I was going before I kind of lost my track. There's thousands, hundreds of thousands of people who couldn't say no, didn't feel like they could say no to a priest. How would they feel? I mean, you just don't say no to a God, is kind of what I'm saying. Especially an ignorant Palestinian girl, 12 to 14 years old. You're not going to say no to God.
Right. I mean, if anything, you might feel compelled to, even if you don't want to, like the people who would sacrifice themselves, who were raised. I mean, we've seen it on, what did I just, actually, I think it was Star Trek, where like people are born to do a very specific task and they want to do that very specific thing, even if it means for God. I don't know. So maybe it could just be indoctrination.
Could be.
But I still feel like either way, there's no saying no.
Yeah, you just don't say no to God. So let's say it wasn't God. Sapient Cephalopod is talking about a local Cretan. Well, let's talk about Pantera.
Oh yeah, Pantera.
Pantera, the Roman soldier who allegedly played patty fingers with Mary. So was Jesus actually the descent of the son of a Roman soldier and a Palestinian girl? Okay, let's
like the original Montague and Capulet. Oh my God, sorry. It's been so long since I've used that. Like,
that's all right.
For age.
But you did good. You did great. You did great. Remembering them at all.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you. I
awesome. Yeah,
tried.
yeah, Pantera. Pantera was a Roman soldier. So yeah, I mean, so that's what I was going to say. Let's engage Occam's razor, and with Occam's razor, we can ask the question: which is more likely? It was a Roman soldier and a Palestinian girl, or it was a lone Palestinian girl and the all-powerful, almighty creature that created everything in the universe. I'm just saying, which is more likely?
Or there's even more ors there.
Oh yeah, there's lots of.
Or it was
Yeah.
Gabriel's kid.
Damn it, Gabriel! What a whore, Gabriel. Oh, the angel, Gabriel. Oh, the angel knocking back
What
some
if he was
boots.
like, oh yeah, this is
clapping
going to be
ass.
God's child, Mary. I got a message from God.
Oh, oh yeah, I get you. And you know, angels, I mean, Satan or Lucifer was an angel, right? So we know angels are not above lying and being bad. So I don't see why Gabriel wouldn't. He came down with a turkey baster.
Maybe they have like pig penises and they're squiggly.
Mayhaps.
Wait.
Duck penis.
No, actually, when you think about it,
Uh-huh.
I don't know what kind of angel Gabriel was, but the cherubim had like lion faces and like,
Uh-huh.
so they had animal body parts. I'm just saying.
They kind of did.
Could have had a pig dick.
Pig dick. That's possible. Could have had a duck dick. You ever seen it? You know,
Yeah, but-
the length of their
they're-
body. It's just crazy. Okay. If you ever been on a farm, like you'll have these ducks and they'll be doing the mating thing, and you know how chickens are? Chickens will eat fucking anything. They will. They're crazy.
Yeah.
And these ducks will
They're-
finish with their
they're-
business, and this male duck will have his business hanging out, and it's kind of like out there, and he like will be pedaling as fast as he can to get away from the chickens. How do I know that? Don't ask me. It's just a story of my life. You know, I was a young man once.
Like it's a worm. Catch the worm.
It's a worm. Very true.
Can't help them for trying.
True. Richard Gomez. Good morning. Richard Gomez says, come on, Mary fool around and boom, GG. I suspect, again, if we employ Occam's razor, that's what I would think is happening.
Yeah.
Miss Non Sequitur says, I now know far too much about duck procreation. Okay, I'll tell you another interesting thing about ducks and their procreation. Okay, here's the deal. The duck coital relationship is often violent and non-consensual. We'll start with that. It's very often the male ducks are they don't really care, have an opinion about the woman's opinion. The female's ducks. Okay, we got that part. So to that end, females of the duck species have altered their female parts and made it difficult for males to get in there. And so males adjusting to that altered their parts, and then the females altered their parts again, and so that's why it's like a corkscrew kind of situation going on in there. So yeah, in case you guys want to know why.
Evolution isn't a thing, though.
No, it's not real. Right, it's not real. But if anybody ever tells you they're hung like a duck, run. That's not a good thing.
Oh man, no, I'd be afraid of that. That's why I don't have ducks. Flockmeister. Do you have chicks?
Yeah. Let's see. Miss Non Sequitur says they made them. The male ducks will continue to procreate. Oh yeah, that's true. Well, all right, we'll get there in just a second. That's why I don't have ducks. The damn show ducks are like dolphins to an extent. Maybe so. As far as dolphins can get a little frisky and a little pushy with human females or human males. So there is that. Now, here's a nifty little thought, and that was that penguins are kind of even worse. They will mate with rocks. They will mate with infant penguins.
No.
They will mate with dead carcasses. They will mate with damn near anything.
No.
They have so little. I mean, I thought in my youth, I had low standards. These things are notorious for being very, yes. So.
Sheesh.
For those of you who wanted to know that.
I'm glad I knew that bit of trivia now.
Well, yes. Gabe the Angel says, good morning, Gabe the Angel. Cool name. I don't recognize the name. Says, I know, Ryan, I'm the designated messenger to you people of this unbearably complicated tongue. Interesting. Fantastic. Awesome sauce.
He knew we were talking about him.
Yeah. Haven't had a messenger here in a while. Yeah.
Penguins are disrespectful.
Penguins are disrespectful bitches, is what they are.
Shame. I had no idea about penguins.
Yeah, they're kind of a thing. I mean, there's all kinds of weird things. Dragonflies, female dragonflies will pretend to be dead and fall to the ground until a male dragonfly goes away and leaves her alone. It's just crazy, the world we have, And we talk occasionally about the echidna penis. They've got four little kind of, we talk,
Oh, yeah.
Foreskin thing, yeah. So I don't know how we got onto this.
I don't know. From married to this.
From married?
That is a bit of a, I don't know what you want to call that. Left turn, right turn, left turn, zigzag.
Oh yeah, let me put this thing up here just in case somebody decides they want to. Where's the button? Where's the damn button? Oh, there it is. Hooah. So so if anybody wants to give us a call, hopefully we'll get us a Christian calling us and asking us questions about stuff. Gabe the Angel says, now Aramaic, that's a solid language, like 400 words, very efficient. There's another long story there. I could go in about colors and about the language, and the more rich the language, the more descriptors you have for colors. And so that's kind of but we don't want to go into that, right? By the way, all right, so we're talking about Mary. Let's see what our poll says today. I'm going to take a look.
Oh, we got a poll?
We do have a poll. And you guys need to vote, by the way, for our thing, damn it, don't tell me, our sci-fi movie of the week. Let me see where our poll is at so far. See if we got any votes. I had to kind of fix it. One of the links was broken. So we've got a couple of responses so far, not nearly enough. So if you will, get out there and vote. So far, the options are, well, not so far, Signs, Spaceman, Evolution, Tusk, and Cowboys and Aliens. So if you want to take part in determining what movie we watch next week, that's how you do it. Go over there and vote. Hit that thing. It's actually thedamnshow.com/vote. I'll put it in here in the link for you.
Easy to remember.
Now, there's another one that people will put in there that was around whenever I first started doing this. It was like a Darkwing /poll or something. That one may not work. So if you'll try to, those of you who out there who do keep these kinds of things, if you will update your stuff. Let's go. thedamnshow.com/vote. Boop. Listen, let me know if
I think
work.
4 or 3 of those I haven't seen yet. So
yeah.
what the movie recommends.
Yeah, me too. Spaceman, Evolution, and Tusk I haven't seen.
Nope, haven't seen any of those. Yep.
Let me see what Evolution is, what that's about. And for those of you
I looked up Tusk, but I didn't look up Evolution. Gotcha.
Evolution, suburb comedy. Okay, I dig a comedy.
Oh, really?
So if that one wins, we'll watch that one. I dig it. This Friday, my friends, if you're interested, we're going to watch, don't tell me, Heavy Metal. We're going to watch Heavy Metal, the classic 1981 movie, Heavy Metal. Now, we've kind of got this thing. Sometimes they're hard to get a hold of. If Ryan and I cannot find them so we can watch them, we'll fall back to the second, whichever one was the second option in the list, okay, going forward. So
we did find this one, Hub said. So we got Heavy Metal.
Heavy Metal? Awesome. Yeah, it's probably out there. All right, so if you don't mind, guys, get over there and vote. All right, votes are coming in. That's awesome sauce. Because I'm kind of curious what you guys have in store for us this week. Let's see. Oh.
I agree. I agree with hey yo, I don't like mayo. Oh, hey yo, I don't like mayo. Okay. I don't know why you don't like mayo. I like mayo, but
you
do you.
You do.
The fact that Christians think Mary was a virgin is proof that whoever wrote Matthew didn't know. Yeah, true.
There you go.
So true. Bad translations. We talk about that all the time. Lots of bad translations out there.
Absolutely. And, we've talked about it on the show. You have to go. So at what point is the old transactions, is that correct? At what time is it actually correct? Yeah. So changes throughout time. Which one is right? The interpretation 300 years ago, the interpretation 1,000 years ago.
Is older better?
Yeah, clearly older is better. So 2,000 years ago, and then we go, 30,000, it's just,
Right. And especially if people think like the Bible is connected to like all those older other myths, well,
Mhm.
then wouldn't those older other myths about like Zuasudra and, Utnapishtim, the flood guys, like wouldn't that be the actual flood story? So it's like, yeah, that's not a really good argument either.
It's not. It's not,
Mm-mm.
weak tea, if you ask me.
Ooh, weak tea.
Weak
I don't know
tea
what that
it is.
tastes like, but I wouldn't want
Water.
it. Water. I'll have some of that now.
There you go. Vesta Freya, good morning, says heavy metal is best if you are 420. I don't think that's going to be a problem for either of us. Yeah, we got that part covered.
Not me.
Right-handed says selenium buy lots of head and shoulders in case of silicon-based alien invasion. Oh my goodness, yes. We don't want any alien invasions. Well, we do, maybe. It just depends. Let me ask you, Ryan, where are you in the Deep Space Nine? I know you guys go fast. I'm kind of curious. I forgot to ask you yesterday. I got to know.
Oh, the last episode was really good. Kira and Gal Dukat went to go find the lost ship. And
okay.
yeah, the lost ship that had the Cardassian ship that had prisoners on it. And 2 of the prisoners were related to Gal Dukat.
Gal Dukat. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sure enough.
Very good episode.
So I'm glad you enjoyed it. That's awesome.
That was hard. Like I kept saying to my husband, like, that must be so hard for her. Like, obviously it's not real, but there are people who endured being enslaved and they have to like work with these. Like, how do you do that? How do you swallow that pill? My husband said somebody has to, or it will never end. And and it's just the truth. Like that's like a moral for life, like that show really.
Yeah.
Like it was cool.
I'm really glad you're enjoying it. The Visitor was a good episode. Tony Todd was in that one. He passed. He was the Candyman from the second season. Remember Candyman? He played the older Jason.
Oh yes, Candyman. Yeah, because he's been in a lot of these sci-fi stuff. Every time I see him, like Candyman.
He'll be in it more as a different character too. And then you've got to see the Way of the Warrior, where Worf finally comes back on. He comes on the show and he's a full-time character now.
And don't he start shit as soon as he comes back? Like Worf, chill. Like I know you on that starship shit.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, okay, boy.
He's going down with Odo, doing Odo's job. That's what we're watching. See, you are one episode ahead of us. We just watched Hippocratic Oath, and our next episode is Indiscretion, which you just watched.
Now, see what? Okay, I know we're going into the. But O'Brien, I was like, they tried so hard to make me like him, and then that episode with the Hippocratic Oath, I wanted to punch him in the damn face.
Yep. Me too. Absolutely. At the end where he tells Julian that the reason why he did it was because he believed that if he did not, Julian would be killed. And I guess that's the only, that really wasn't.
But see, that pissed me off because it's like, I knew better than you.
Yeah. That's what
you don't think Julian knew that there was a risk that if he stayed behind or if he helped these people, they could turn on him. Duh. Anyway.
So that's kind of stuff going on. Yeah, you got some good shit to happen.
Maybe that was just like a test to their friendship. They had such a rough time and then they bonded, and like maybe this was like to test the metal.
Yeah. You're gonna run across some very season 4 is very good.
I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the baldy with the goatee.
Yeah, right.
For Cisco. It's a good look.
It's like,
and I feel like he's getting into his character better. Like he's not so. I don't know. I don't know how to put it. I'm not good with words, but poised. Now I feel like he's more relaxed into his character and.
Yeah. Wooden. I would describe his acting in the first couple of seasons as kind of wooden,
stiff. Yeah,
kind of stiff, as if they're going to. All right, we're going to do one more rehearsal. You know what? That rehearsal was okay. We'll keep that. That's kind of how it seemed. Instead of going, all right, man, come on and give us your all. but yeah, once
Like,
he
let's
lost
get
the
through this
hair,
episode.
yeah, it seemed like once he got to become the Cisco, because that was the whole thing. The hair and the beard has been his thing, and he's been fighting them up to that point to get it, and they finally got it, and so now he can finally be the character he wants to be, I think. So it made it cool.
Yeah, I agree. I think and having a love interest gave him a little more dynamic, I guess, to his character as well. Seeing him have a love interest.
Yep. I'm just kind of scanning over the seasons this season. Man, this is good shit. I think seasons 5 might be a little weak, but we'll see. I don't remember. But you guys will be done with it. You know, you guys fly right through it, so that's great. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you happen to have a favorite character? Like me, and I actually really, in Deep Space Nine, I really like Jadzia. All right, I think the easiest way to do that is to go, which character do I least like? Because I really like a lot of them really well. Garrick is cool. Odo is all right, I guess. Quark is fucking awesome.
Yeah, Odo, I don't know. He waxes and wanes for me, but mostly he wanes. And I mean to the bad. I don't know. I'm not sure which one is the worst.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
For
me too, really. Me too. And I find I actually kind of dislike him by the end of the show. You'll see. There's reasons, you know. I mean, I just want to say he just gets a stupid ball. The writers give him a stupid ball in the wrong situations, where there's no way his character would do that.
Robert X says I loved him.
Yeah.
Oh no, you mean Quark? Oh no, he might mean Quark. Sorry.
Yes, he loved Quark. Henry
not
says it's me, the one and only Henrim. Awesome, Henrim. Thank you for joining us. I hope I'm saying your name right. Yeah. I really can't wait to break down Isaiah since it's referenced. You're really going through those books, Adrian. That's awesome. Good on you for doing that. I hope you're learning a lot. There's a lot there, you know. There's a lot there that most Christians have no idea about whatsoever. It can be a slog.
And are you going to get into any of the Dead Sea Scrolls, the Isaiah Dead Sea Scrolls? You should do if you haven't, or check out Kip's stuff on the Isaiah Scrolls. It's interesting. I think it's fun to see the differences and like what they could mean, you know, because I don't have the faith, so it doesn't like bother me to see differences. Whereas, you know, some other, not saying Adrian does, but I think some Christians, they're happy just to hear that the Dead Sea Scrolls back up the Bible. Oh, there's other versions. Okay, yeah, that's it. True.
Yes, there are, in fact, many, in fact. Robert X, if you're talking about the Quark thing, disappointing. Man, I love Quark. I love.
Oh no, I like Quark.
Yeah, he's all right. The actor does a fantastic job. Have you seen him out of his costume? Do you know what he looks like without?
No. Oh, well, yeah, I looked at him, but only just like once to see what he looked like, I think. Or maybe you might have even showed me. I don't know, but I've seen him.
Mayhaps, yeah. Well, there'll be an episode, like I say, where there's some sort of thing going on, and you'll get to see every one of them out of their makeup. And you actually have gotten to meet, Jeffrey Wayoon. I don't know, or Jeffrey Combs. I don't know if he's come in yet or not. I don't think he has. But he's going to be coming in soon. You'll see a Vorta named Wayoon. Well, Brunt, FCA, the Ferengi who shut down Quark's thing and took him to Homeworld and made yeah. That actor, his name is Jeffrey Combs. You're going to see him again as Brunt, FCA, over and over again. You're going to see him as Wayoon. He's the same guy who was in Enterprise who played Shran.
Yeah, I told my husband.
Yeah.
I said, I think that's the blue guy. I don't remember the blue guy.
The blue guy.
And so he goes and looks and he goes, no, that's not him. I was like, damn, I swear to God, like he's because the voice, you hear the voice and you just can tell. And then I guess it must have bothered him for a while because he went back and looked and he was like, oh no, I'm wrong. Sorry, my bad. It actually is. And I was like, damn it, I just knew that was him. I'm glad that I picked it up.
He is fantastic. If you're old enough, he did these movies back in the early 80s, I guess. They were like Trauma Vision kind of stuff. He was the lead character in movies like, you know, The Man Who Lived Without a Brain or something. And he'd be this mad scientist who had removed a brain from someone and made it come to life in a bucket or some shit. You know, I mean, he was from those kind of movies. It was kind of awesome. He is one of the most. He's played one of the most. He has played almost more characters than anybody. There's another guy who's played more. I can't really think of his name now. He played Admiral Forrest in Enterprise. Reanimator, thank you, Left-Handed Jedi. That's awesome. Yes, he did play a ton of characters. He's been around. He really has. Let's see. Yeah, really, Picard and Deep Space Nine, they're just kind of not this. I don't know. It's not like comparing them. It's all the same. It's all the same. It's not, you can't really compare them. It's just like you're on a Star Trek Enterprise and you just walked off that Enterprise onto a station in that universe at that time. Or you were on a ship in the Badlands and boom, but you're all in that same universe. So to compare them is kind of weird. In my mind, it doesn't really kind of work. I like Deep Space Nine best, yes, because of the storytelling and all that business. But whenever it comes to actually just separating them out,
because it is part of like the same universe.
Yeah, it's like, which part of that universe would you like to live in? You know, that's how I use it. I don't know. You know, getting stuck in the Delta Quadrant doesn't look fun until 7 of 9 comes on board, and suddenly it's
until you can practically do anything.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like they can practically create.
Yeah.
It's like you got science at your fingertips, and you have all these brilliant minds. So like you can get out of everything. So why not go somewhere crazy? Go for it.
Get after it. I'll tell you,
you'll survive. That's all that matters.
Maybe you'll survive. Good luck.
Okay, well maybe as long as you're not like the wrong colored shirt.
Ooh, that's right. You know what? I tell you what, we're gonna do some Wild Bill this morning, and we'll be back. Let's get some coffee. Hello, and welcome to Shakespeare with a Redneck. What the? I am Wild Bill Wigglestick, and I'll be your handsome host, your gilded guide, your cowboy concierge of Shakespeare. Dude, really? Today on Shakespeare with a Redneck, I'm going to perform the prologue from Romeo and Juliet. Damn it, Bill. Two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona, where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventured piteous overthrows doth with their death bury their parents' strife. The fearful passage of their death-marked love and the continuance of their parents' rage, which but their children's end not could remove, is now the 2 hours traffic of our stage, the which if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend. Hey, that wasn't half bad. I'm not as dumb as I look. Of course not. You'd be in a coma. Okay, so here's a quick rundown of the situation. Bill, two snot-nosed brats ignore the warnings of their learned parents and end up getting 4 people killed. Bill, come on, man, you're always blah, blah, atheist stuff, blah, blah, boring. Say something fun, for goodness sake. What? Particle is a fun word. Bill, particle, particle, particle. Bill, or talk about horses and dogs. People love horses and dogs. Or boobies. Everybody loves boobies. Bill, oh, can I say boobies on YouTube? If you close your eyes, it doesn't count. Talk about boobies then. Okay, everybody loves those cute little blue-footed bastards. It hurts right here. Culture, baby, coming at you. Avoid bringing a plague on both your houses. A plague on both your houses! By hitting that subscribe button, then that little notification bell. And bang that thumbs up button like frisky cousins at a family reunion. Thank you and take care. Peace. Brent A says the Voyager episode, A Year of Hell, is probably one of the grittiest of all episodes. Yeah, there are a couple episodes, 2-parter. That's right, Brent. And I agree. It's a really good episode. They go through all kinds of shit. Janeway toughs it out as Janeway would. And then in the end, it all gets fixed for the most part. So that was kind of
right.
But it was a good one.
Chipotle is kind of a drag, but
I cannot stand that guy.
Chipotle.
Just can't.
Sorry. Every time.
Yeah.
Every time we talk about that show, I just can't help but say Chipotle.
It's the
So
spirit of
fucking
my
annoying.
people. Isn't that what he used to say? Hakuchi Moria.
I forget.
Oh.
I tried to forget, I guess I should say. I intentionally tried to forget.
Yes. There was a 2 or 3 parter, because you know how Enterprise got to be more serialized instead of trying to. They tried to. That's why they didn't succeed. They got anyway. There was this 2 or 3 part episode where Archer essentially had to steal a warp core from another ship and leave those people stranded in the whatever mystic place or whatever that place was called.
I kind of remember that.
Yeah. And he was so desperate, his ship was so fucked up and all that, and he'd gone through so much that he was so desperate. Remember, I didn't like it because by the end of season 2, starting into season 3, Captain Archer's just a pacing beast back and forth through most of the show. Angry, pissed off, and posing their shit on everybody. So over it. But in that episode, I think they tried, that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to be super gritty and super hard.
Yeah.
I didn't come away with the same feeling. It did not hit the same.
It was so different. That show was, I mean, I'm glad that I watched it, but yeah, very, very different.
That's right. Yeah. Janeway and them, she was just like Secular Feeling says, she was right. At least she was right in her cause. He wasn't. I mean, well, it depends whose world is more important. That's what he has to. They put him in a situation where those 100 people are our Earth, our entire Earth, or those 100 people. Well, fuck, I'm sorry, I got to take your work for it. Gotta, sorry. I never remember hearing anywhere that they went back and tried to find them or help them or return their stuff once everything was okay, because they were stuck there. Without warp drive, you go nowhere. It's like a snail and a car. So by the time they get back with their car, they'll still be there, essentially. Even if they pedal as fast as they can, they're still going to be there.
Great.
Chipotle.
You could have at least tried to pinpoint them.
Yeah. Do something. Send a message. Send somebody to go help them. Whatever.
Yeah, right. Like you could at least done that. Shit.
Yeah. If they did, I don't remember. If they ever made a comment about it throughout the show to wrap that loophole up, I don't remember them doing it. Secular Feelings.
I don't remember either.
Secular Feelings has a point here. What do you, Miss Ryan, think of the whole Tuvix situation?
That one was hard, man.
Hard.
I liked Tuvix.
I did too. Oh yeah.
I really like Tuvix, and I hate it. I enjoy what was Tuvok? No, what was
Neelix and Tuvok.
But I just didn't enjoy Neelix.
Yeah.
But
I know
Tuvix was pretty cool.
If we could have kept Tuvix and Tuvok, that'd have been all right.
Tuvix was an abomination.
Yeah.
It kind of wouldn't have been fair. Like the thing is it wouldn't have been fair to Tuvok because Neelix is just like a dipshit piece of shit, annoying. The only thing good about him was his dress. So it was kind of unfair to make one good person when you kind of had Tuvok, which was a good person.
That's right. But here's the thought though. What if they hadn't used Tuvok? What if they'd used that other Klingon guy who went after B'Elanna Torres, or not Klingon, but Vulcan guy who went after B'Elanna Torres and was trying to hump her leg? Remember him in like the first couple of seasons? So there's other Vulcans on there. If they'd have done that, that could have been the end of that character. We could have kept Tuvix, or it wouldn't have been Tuvix, but his name would have been different, but same act, and we could have lost Neelix. Right. And that other character was a nobody, a throwaway. Yeah, I don't know. And I tell
that would have been the perfect get out of jail free card right there.
If you watch, my friends, if you watch Voyager and you're like, I don't like Neelix, I can't wait till he leaves the show, because he does leave the show, my friends. He really does. Brace yourself for it, because it comes at the very next to the last episode. I remember last time I watched the season, 7 years. It's in season 6. I started going, when's that come up? Anyway.
The very fucking end.
The very fucking end.
They make you wait. They make you wait through all his jealous and green-eyed monster behavior.
Oh.
Like, thank goodness they kind of chilled out that relationship. That was his saving grace.
And his horn dogging on her. I mean, she was
like a year or whatever she was, a 3-year-old
like
or something.
3 years when they got together or some business, you know? And that's one of the reasons why they got rid of her character. They didn't really see where they could go with it. We had a web caller. I was waiting for it to fill out who it was, and it never did. There may be something wrong with the program. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully somebody has an opinion. Maybe they'll ask us about the Virgin Mary or Star Trek. No, they may be having problems. They keep popping in and popping out. Anyway. Yeah.
Who is Snarf?
Yeah.
Neelix is Snarf of Voyager. I don't remember Snarf.
It kind of is. If you look Snarf up, it's a kind of a creature. Yeah, look up Snarf. That's a good one. The fast aging would have been a problem after much longer. Yeah, 3 years. I mean, the Thundercats. Oh, that's right. Thundercats. Thundercats. Okay, I don't know if you guys know this about Thundercats, but the main lion character guy was actually a boy. He had been put in like a cryo freeze or some shit, put to sleep, and he woke up a long time ago, and he was a full-grown man and put in charge of those people when the show starts. But he's essentially an adult with a kid's brain.
Wait, who? Which one?
Lionel, the leader of the Thundercats.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. For some reason, it was like cutting out. I was missing words. Okay.
If you watch, they do things that seem like it would be more like a kid would do, and that's the explanation for it, if you ever watch Thundercats again. So,
well, I did watch it as a kid when I snuck it because I wasn't allowed to watch it, but I did watch some episodes when like nobody was around. But yeah,
that's probably why you're going to hell for watching that.
Probably, yeah. I snuck those damn '80s cartoons. Couldn't help myself.
Axel Ignite is right. Thundercats was a mind fuck. You know, I think the first episode or whatever, they go on, and the like second or third episode they get clothes. So the first part of the show, they don't have clothes. They're just running around. Then they get leotards. I mean, you know what I mean? They're animals with no. Anyway, but it's funny how they get leotards. It's the same creature with a leotard on it now. Anyway,
it's a good look. It's like cats.
Yeah,
but.
Cats.
Cartoon.
Cartoon. I see someone here I know caller. It just says caller. I am sorry if you're having a hard time getting through, whoever's out there trying to get through. But I blame you entirely. Yeah. It may have something to do with the web. It may be somebody overseas. That's we'll see if they can get through. 1,000 apologies. Individual who cannot get through. Mumra. Mumra.
Mumra. That sounds familiar.
I remember it. Yeah, it sounds familiar. Mumra. Oh, from Thundercats. Oh, I see. Oh, here's something I learned recently that I did not know.